This is Charles Benninghoff. I'm the founder of the Tea Party Army and, as well, Pray for Us, Pray for the United States. Today I'm going to discuss with you a most serious matter, a new resolution to condemn and censure Barack Obama in the House of Representatives. This resolution puts Obama on notice that if he does not change course immediately when it comes to specific and vital national security and foreign policy issues, he could face impeachment charges before he leaves office. House Resolution 588 charges Obama with dereliction of duty as America's commander-in-chief. Congressional censuring and condemning of public officials has been done since George Washington was America's first president, and Congress fell only 2 votes shy of censoring Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton. So there is ample precedent for this practice. Our campaign page contains a full copy of House Resolution 588 that condemns and censures Obama, so you can read it for yourself. Here are just some of the areas where Obama has been derelict in his duty to protect the lives of Americans, which are listed in this resolution. First and foremost, Obama has failed to require the Department of Homeland Security to properly vet any of the so-called Syrian refugees, many of whom are not even Syrian. Because of this, the FBI now has more than 900 active investigations in which agents are trying to track down and stop Islamic State or ISIL sleeper cells located and operating here in the United States. Next, Obama willfully ignored the advice of his own generals and national security advisors. They told him that if he pulled troops out of Iraq, it would destabilize the region and allow the Islamic State to take over. Obama ignored them, and now jihadi terrorist groups have captured more land and resources than at any time in previous history. ISIL is chopping the heads off of Christians and Muslims on a daily basis in Syria and Iraq. And the only reason they are in power and threatening us here in America is because, as the resolution states, Obama willfully ignored national security and foreign policy advice. This resolution also contains provision relating to the Iran nuclear deal, Obama releasing jihadis from Guantanamo Bay without giving notice to Congress, and destabilizing Libya without congressional authorization. I personally believe these acts were done intentionally by Obama, whom I believe to be a Muslim, and he did those for the purpose of harming America in general and Christians specifically. Whether or not you agree with me, nevertheless, there's more than adequate factual basis to support this resolution. So why is this resolution to condemn and censure Obama different from any others? Previous measures to censure Obama have gathered dust and gone nowhere. But in this case, many members of Congress and even some Democrats are nervous about Obama's efforts to bring an estimated 250,000 Islamic refugees into the country from Syria without vetting a single one of them for ties to ISIL or Al-Qaeda. House Resolution 588 has been submitted to the Judiciary Committee on the Constitution, which indicates that the Judiciary Committee is taking this resolution much more seriously than any previous resolution we have seen. And again, this resolution puts Obama on notice to change course immediately. That means that impeachment is the next step if Obama doesn't wise up and start carrying out his duties to protect America. This process mirrors the biblical process of church discipline, which starts privately, then escalates to include more witnesses, and finally results in the offending person's expulsion. Jesus describes this in Matthew 18 when he says, first, go to a person who is sinning and tell them the problem in private. Verses 16 and 17 state, if he will not hear, take with you one or more, so that by the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. If he will not hear, Tell it to the whole church. If they refuse to mend their ways, Jesus says to treat them as a heathen and a tax collector and kick them out entirely. Obama has been warned in private repeatedly by his generals and national security advisors that he will get Americans killed if he stays on the current course. House Resolution 588 escalates the process to bring in the whole Congress, and if Obama does not mend his ways, the next step is to impeach him and throw him out. Here's how you can help. On our campaign page, you will find a form to send faxgrams to Congress, starting with the House Judiciary Committee. Demand that they support and pass a resolution to condemn and censure Barack Obama for dereliction of duty. We'd also like to add that this resolution has been co-sponsored by Christian Representative Brian Babin of Texas, who has been leading the fight to keep Obama's unvetted Syrian jihadi refugees out of the country. We will be supporting Mr. Babin's future re-election effort, and we hope you will too. We have provided an economical and efficient method to write about your support of this resolution to condemn and censure Obama. If you are on our campaign page, you can utilize our form on the right of this video. If you are watching this video on YouTube, Twitter, or other sites, you will find a link below that will take you to our campaign page. Or just visit us at www.prayfor.us. That's pray4, P-R-A-Y-F-O-R.us. The campaign will be prominently displayed on the front home page. As well, remember, you can find a link there to the whole resolution and read it for yourself. This is Charles Benninghoff signing off and wishing you Godspeed.
Satan can't make me doubt it. It's real and I'm gonna shout it. I was there when it happened, and I guess I ought to know.